Okay, my hair is actually at an all-time bad state. I mean, I think it's actually getting worse every video that I do. I haven't even brushed it. Anyway, guys, I just thought I'd update you and tell you that, one, I'm sorry for my last video, which I did on Sunday, and I was worried because that week I had intentionally, and I'll be honest, I had intentionally still fueled my workouts, but I started measuring my porridge and measuring things like my potatoes for dinner without and consciously doing that. Do you know what I mean? And it wound me up because on Thursday I begun to get snappy. And even though I was still eating 2,500 plus calories, and I knew that, I kept thinking, oh my God, I've probably been eating close to 3.2, 3.3 a day prior to this measuring. So it kind of gave me a bit of clarification that I am seriously eating in a very large surplus, which of course, even though I'm exercising, didn't really matter, because Thursday I was the snappiest bitch from hell. Kept snapping at Simon. I even snapped at JJ, which really upset me. And I kept thinking in my brain, oh my God, is this what is going to happen every time I try and reduce my food? What happens when I get my period back? And then all of a sudden I'm going to start eating like a normal human female and not in some stupid surplus all the time. And I kept thinking, is this how I'm going to be? Am I going to be moody? Am I only ever happy when I'm eating whatever the fuck I want? Excuse me. And it started playing on my mind, because on Friday I was even worse. On Saturday, no joke, I actually wanted to get my husband's head and just smash it on the fridge and just watch the blood just go everywhere. I could have done that. I was so snappy and so aggravated. I mean, I had to mow the lawn because Sai had so many jobs to do. Honestly, I was pushing this lawnmower and I was just angry. One angry mega bitch. And then on Sunday, you would have noticed, which was my last video, today is Tuesday, I missed yesterday, I did a very emotional video. I had weighed myself in the morning, which is the first time I've done that in my recovery, and I was shocked. I wasn't crying because of how fat I'd got on the scales. I was merely just emotional. I couldn't do a thing right all day. I was literally crying the whole day, until the point where, come the afternoon, I don't know, it was like some cloud had lifted and I suddenly felt okay again. Me and the boys played Pictionary in the garden because the sun was out, and I was back to human again. And then Monday, so yesterday, I didn't make a video, mind you, but I woke up and for some reason I just knew I needed to look at the tissue when I wiped myself, and it was brown. And no, it wasn't wiping the other end, it was wiping from the front. And I thought, oh, okay, let's not get too excited, because let's face it, last month I did have brown spotting, which lasted 2-3 days and then it just went. So I kind of was like hoping that the whole emotional state that I was in on Sunday was that my PMT. And then Monday I had this brown stuff all day. Well, I woke up this morning and I can safely say I have 100% got my period, and it is flowing. I mean, I had the green Tampax in for the gym, and actually I've leaked through onto my leggings. That's how bad I'm bleeding. I am flowing red like a river, and I am so happy. And when I looked back on the calendar, I counted 11 days from today, so 10 from yesterday's brown spotting, but 11 from today. I marked on my calendar that my nipples were sore, that I had tummy cramps, which was obviously my ovulation, and I've missed it for whatever reason. These little P-test sticks, I've missed the ovulation surge, I've missed it completely, but I've had it because I did think, in fact, I'd done a video the other day where my progesterone must have come in because I felt hot. I felt like I had a bit of a temperature almost. I didn't feel unwell either. I just felt really hot. I know the weather's been nicer, but I felt really, really hot, like internally gone to a new state. And my discharge was really white and thick, which it never is. So I kind of had a real... I tend to try not to get too excited with stuff. So when I see that in my knickers the last 4 or 5 days to the build-up of where I was a snappy hormonal mega bitch from hell, I kind of didn't think anything of it. I just thought, it's just discharge. Like, it's just going to be another failure again. And I've kind of been pessimistic about it. Even yesterday when I got that brown stuff come through, there was a huge part of me that was like, well, this happened last month and then it stopped. But this did not happen. This is a full-on, my first ever period, natural period in 10 years. Not brought on by a progesterone challenge. This is me ovulating and having a period. So I said to myself, I have gained a stone in weight. I haven't stopped exercising. I did for the first 4.5 to 5 weeks to give my body time off, to reset everything. I ate in a surplus in that 4 or 5 weeks I had off. But at the same time, I've gone back to exercising after 4 or 5 weeks. I train 6 days a week. I am not running anymore. I did my last run on Saturday, which was the first one of the week. I didn't do my normal 2, if you like. I'm trying to break the habit of doing too much running, because I think running and underfueling is my biggest Achilles heel. Running is not the devil. If I was to run 3-4 times a week but eat the same that I'm eating now, it probably wouldn't have even got me to where I am now. It's not the running that's done it. It's the running that caused my exercise addiction, and it's the underfueling for that exercise addiction. I used my eating disorder sort of thing to purge through exercise, whereas now I am fueling everything I'm doing. I am more positive than ever. I'm enjoying my workouts. I'm getting strong. I'm getting fit. And I am doing what you shouldn't be doing in HA recovery. This week I've done a bit of HIIT. I did a thingamajigger, whatever it is, a HIIT session with like a body weight circuit for HIIT session. I've done my leg day, and this morning I've done my chest day. And I'm still walking, and I'm still happy, and I'm still bleeding. Yes. I don't have the answers for everybody, but I can say that just taking that 4 or 5 weeks off for me was enough to say, okay, you've given your body a rest. You've given your brain a rest from it. Stop all the stupid habits and I've got to do this before I feel human. Like, stop it. Just stop it. Do 4.5, 5 weeks of eating really good food, as much as you want within reason, and stop the training. And then if you want to go back to training, do it. But do it because you want to train. Don't do it because you want to suddenly drop a load of weight. Do it for the right reasons. Because although some may say and look from an onset and say, well, all right, well, she's still addicted to exercise because she trains 5-6 times a week. That is true. I train because I love to train, and I train because I want to train. It makes me feel good, and there is nothing wrong with that, so long as I'm fueling my body properly and I'm continuing to make progress. And that, my friend, is happening. So for me, I am the lucky bugger that got her period back, going all in for a minimal amount of time, but eating still in a surplus and going back to training, and I've managed to get it back. I had been running twice a week up to this point. I have knocked that on the head though, I must admit. I think the short bouts of exercise, like a HIIT session, is probably better for me than running for an hour and 10 minutes on a Saturday morning in a steady state. It might sound silly, but the amount of stress that you put on that body for that whole duration is probably less or more damaging, say, to the hormones than it is doing a bit of HIIT every now and again. I'm only going to do it once or twice a week, if that. I don't know yet. I'm not setting a goal on it. I'm just going to say, at the moment, this is what I'm doing. I am happy. It's worked. I got my freaking period back. I'm so happy. I'm going to start the Clomid again tomorrow, which will be my second big day of the bleed, if you like, because I'm not really counting yesterday. That was just brown sludge. So tomorrow I'm going to start the 5-day Clomid again, and have another hopefully successful cycle of ovulation and period. And then I'm going to do one more Clomid cycle after this. So I'm going to try and aim for 3 successful cycles of the Clomid by using the 5-day protocol. And then after that 3rd round, I'm not going to use Clomid, and I'm going to hope, pray, oh God, please happen. I'm going to hope and pray that I get it back on my own. Not that I've not got it back on my own, because this is happening, this is me, but without the Clomid, I mean. So without tricking my body to thinking that it's got low estrogen so that it rises the FSH levels, that wouldn't actually still happen unless your body has got enough estrogen to begin with, and 2, that your LH is at a nice level, which a lot of hypothalamic amenorrhea, cases, your LH is at rock bottom. If any of you, if you had your blood works done, the biggest indicator of hypothalamic amenorrhea is a very, very low LH in the blood. It's not always, but for the majority, LH is at its lowest. And that is a very good indicator that you have not got PCOS, you've got HA. So you need to get that up before you can even entertain doing something like a Clomid clomiphene protocol. I hadn't tested my LH to know if it had come up, but I knew I'd gained a significant amount of weight anyway, and I was in a better frame of mind to be doing something like this. I was at a body fat percentage where I should be able to be having a period, and damn it, I am. Yes. Oh, okay, I'm in the middle of my work, so I'm going to make this video now, but guys, it happened for me, and I cannot believe it, but honestly, go back 3 days ago and I was ready to throw the towel in. If you watched my video on Sunday, I was just about ready to give up, and I've got it. I've got my freaking period back. So for any of you that are going through this and think, oh, I can't exercise and I feel shit because I can't exercise, then exercise. Honestly, exercise. Do what you want as long as you feel for it. Don't go exercising 3-4 hours a day, mind you, but just stick to an hour, hour 15, hour half at most, and try and stick to something like strength training that is going to build lean muscle and give you decent hormones as well. Don't stick to doing long duration cardio sessions, because it's just going to make you fatter. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up, and if you want to see any more of me, then obviously subscribe. I will keep you updated. I'm not going to do videos every single day because I'm probably sure that you're sick of me by now, but I will be updating you intermittently as I'm doing the next 2 protocols, and I'm just going to hope for the best. I want to say thank you to anybody that's joined my journey and watched me and commented or emailed me for the support. It's wonderful to see that I'm helping people. I might not be helping everybody, but I'm helping a small few, and if I can help a small few, this was all for something and not for nothing, so thank you for that. Okay guys, have a good day, bye.
You and I, we're always on the edge. We fight and make love at the same time. Would you break up just because I told you?